Hey guys, Jose Santiago with JNC. I got top 4 at the Springfield, Massachusetts Regional. I played Superheavy Samurai. I played it for the YCS, which I bubbled. I went XT, unfortunately. But I'm happy I was able to top the regional before the deck's not as good after the ban list. So I'll just get right into it. I played 3 bike, 3 this guy, 3. I just wanted to max out on all the 1-card starters. I just want to always be able to play. And even though this one's like bad to see in multiples and bad to start with, you just still want to play it. You want to play it at 3. I played 2 Benki, 2 of this guy. I was originally playing 3. I cut it down to 2 because I was drawing it too much by itself. And it is good as an extender, and I want multiple copies to exist in my deck so it doesn't get banished off a Rise Heart when I'm playing Kashtira. So I think 2 is the perfect number. It does stuff by itself as well, so drawing it is fine. Scale, Soul Gaia, and this, I put this back in my deck. I had cut it for the YCS and I played Benki with like the brick, but this just comes up. I actually, I outed a lady by attributing this and taking a punishment under a skill trade, so that was insane. That was nice. Yeah. 2 Fenrir, just a good generic card. It's also an Earth, which is nice because I play Asa in the extra deck, so it can lend itself to, like in a mirror match or against Kashtira or in other matchups, it can lend itself to going into link plays, so it's really good. It also gives you like a free discard when you special this for the Scarecrow, so that's nice. I did play 2 Regulus. This card was nice in multiples. The M board I was going on, I would search one, and I didn't play like a second machine target. So when I would search like one of the level 5s, this one off like the Genius, I always wanted to be able to still search one off of a champion I made on the follow up. So that's why I played 2. Also, this card's pretty cool. It acts as like a pseudo called by in this version in this deck. So yeah, got to play this card one last time at full power. So RIP. This is probably my favorite card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, but yeah. I won't draw this card as much, which is nice. Triple Nibiru, triple Ash, triple Ogre, 2 Mourner, and 2 Veiler. I really like Mourner. It's good against Kashtira because they can draw hands that are just like really cloggy and a bunch of summons. And if they shift or roll you and you end on Baguska and you Mourner the guy that attacks in defense, that can be like a turn stopper for them. So, yeah, that was the main deck. For the extra deck, sorry, I played 2 Scarecrow, Genius, Lambda, Asa. This was really good. Really, I just value the utility a lot. I did play Unicorn and Access Code. This card just makes your rounds easier, being able to go for game without having to go for awkward lines. So I really enjoy playing these cards and these type of decks that like spam a bunch of monsters, pendulum summon, and you just link climb. For the Xyz, I played Baguska, of course, this guy, and 1 Zeus. I never really missed the second Zeus, but I guess there's merit to playing it, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah. And then for the Synchros, I played these guys. I didn't play Dispatter because I didn't really want to play into Nibiru, so my first summon with the level 10 was Baron, and then I would just go for a Rip 1 combo. And that was good most of the time. Also, Dispatter is kind of greedy when you're like getting hand trapped most of the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I played 3 Vistrals. I don't think I haven't drawn Magnum in like 2 weeks. I've drawn Jewish Worm like every single time instead, but I also play them. 3 Bell. This card's really good against Labyrinth. You just want more hand traps that actually do stuff in that matchup. It's also good against Branded. I side deck 3 Droll instead of maining it. I think Droll is actually really horrendous this format, aside from this matchup. And like going first, I don't even think you want Droll in the mirror match. Like I would just rather have it going second. So I decided to side it for all the for the mirror match and like decks that it would be good against, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it in the main deck. I didn't think it did enough. But you also can't pendulum summon this, which hurts a lot. I did play 2 Santa Claus. This card is really nice. I like it over Curd Card because you can pendulum summon it. I also like siding this going first into the Pearly and Kashtira matchup because when you go first, those decks turn into Zeus Turbo. So having this on the follow up is really nice. I did play 2 Eccentrics. I don't like Sage. I think Sage is really, I don't know if it's bad. It's just I'm not a fan of it. I just really like Eccentric. Also, the Pearly players are playing Vanity's Fiend. So if you can get to a game state where you have an Eccentric with an Ash Blossom, you can Eccentric away the Vanity's Fiend and then Ash Blossom the one that protects by card effects. So yeah, that comes up. And then last 2 cards, 1 Pank and 1 Stardust. I would side this in pretty much every round. It's protection against nib. It saved me once today from a nib that would have nuked my board. Would have nuked the Baron, so that was nice. But yeah, and then for shout outs, shout out to JNC, shout out to Dragon Inc., our sponsor. Shout out to Joe Girolando, who won the regional. Shout out my friends. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.